Um, Let me step to what was the question? That how come that Pakistan is just barely aliving and living and not having a lifestyle? And how
my question is that we are just even not living properly, and you are talking about the lifestyle in living. That's a very high-profile kind of word. So how you can teach people to have a better lifestyle in their health, in their corporate sector, everywhere they are doing. That's
so the word lifestyle basically is a very overrated word. So it means a lot of things, but lifestyle applies to the individual level of living, and it actually every lifestyle is related to priorities set in your value system. So once your value system is set, that health becomes your highest value. Doesn't matter what level you are living. You can be a carpenter, you can be a CEO, it will apply to you in different dimensions. The most important is that you take care of the food that you eat, and it doesn't cost much to realize how to put food on your plate. And that's number one. Number two is that if you are already having a physically active lifestyle, you hardly see people who are actually labor-intensive people and they do physical activity that they would be obese, correct? They're not. The most important thing is to actually fuel themselves enough. But if you go over to the opposite side, which is the corporate sector, they sit in their cars, they ride the escalator and the elevator, and they hardly walk. And once that happens in the corporate sector, we have to start teaching them use the staircase, park further away and walk, if it's possible. And during the day, get up from your desk and walk, and use the staircase again, if nothing else. In my corporate work, actually, I teach sessions which you can do in your workplace. If it's a corporate sector, you can designate a room when people can a little bit exercise and rest and do some of these body restoration and mind refreshing exercises to do so. So whichever applies in a different dimension, I tailor my knowledge compared to them. So if you look at in a level where you see people in poverty level, number one lifestyle is to teach them how to clean without any cleaning products and how to clean themselves for basic hygiene. So that's number one. And the second layer comes of actually using some of the cleaning products if they can afford it. And then second of all is, and it's perfect that you bring this here, because I teach companies never ever have food like this on meetings. So I'm sorry to say that, but that's what happens. You have a choice. You can have food like this, or you can have fruit. So I teach people, and most of the office is being transformed due to that, because they realize that if they eat better, they feel better. And it's not about anything about the cost. It's about the choice what you've been engraved into your brain. So the moment you experience that during the day you eat fruit in between your meals, then you feel better. You will continue doing that. But if you are choosing food because you are eating out of emotional reasons, then you're definitely going to be looking into very high fat-laden and high sugary foods to make yourself feel better. But in your performance is going to be just inhibiting you. So in the corporate sector, the number one thing is changing what you're putting in your mouth, because your energy level will be greatly disturbed if you're doing so. So lifestyle applies to children. So if parents are starting to moving and you find actually pleasure taking your kids out to the playground and move with them, they are going to be growing up as they are liking physical activity, because it's linked to doing something with you as a parent, and they're trusting you the most. But if you go home and sit and watch television and that's your only pleasure, why would your children go out and play? So that begins at home. So parenting is a very big importance in that, which I'm targeting through this. So if you are not finding physical activity and your lifestyle important, and that comes because you're doing a job which you hate, then you are going to be transferring this virus into your entire family. So that's value system. NLP comes into all that, and changing all that and helping people to realize that. And my executive trainings are actually geared towards all those communications, to goal settings, to the value systems and all that.
Nice of you. It was pleasure talking to both of you.